Lauren Boebert, a Colorado Republican congressional candidate, was recently kicked out of a movie theater. It happened after she reportedly refused to comply with the policies in place inside the theater. Boebert claims she had gone to the theater with her sister-in-law and 2 children. When they arrived, the cashier acknowledged Boebert and asked her to put on a face mask. Instead of wearing a face mask, Boebert reportedly asked the cashier if she could buy one. But the cashier allegedly informed her that it was against theater policy for people to enter without wearing a face mask. When the cashier reiterated her policy, Boebert reportedly responded by saying she was not going to comply and, as a result, the cashier asked her to leave. Following the incident, Boebert has received criticism from the public, who claim she was skirting the theater's safety policy. Some are even saying she sedied, showing a total lack of respect for public health guidelines. However, the theater staff denied her entry. Boebert claims the incident actually proves that her family values are unwavering and that she supports the rule of law. Boebert further explains that the theater should have had the sign prohibiting masks outside so that potential customers would know before entering. Despite the fact that the theater kept its policy in place and refused Boebert entry, she insists that she will continue to stand for what she believes is right. Boebert claims that she is not against masks and that she complies with them when necessary in other public places. But in this specific instance, Boebert claims that there were no signs on the theater's property that warned customers of a mask requirement before they entered. After leaving the theater, Boebert took to social media to voice her frustrations. She expressed her disappointment and behind the inconsistency with other businesses in the area. Boebert continues to receive scrutiny from the public, but she is standing her ground, saying that her family values must always come first. She claims it is wrong for the theater to expect people to comply with any rules without any warning signs. The theater has responded to her claims, saying they implemented a no mask no entry policy and that it is important to keep customers and staff safe. Boebert continued to share her side of the story, insisting that she was willing to purchase a mask from the theater to comply. She refutes that she was not given the opportunity, as the theater staff refused to serve her. Despite Boebert's claims, she was still asked to leave the theater by staff and is still facing backlash from the public. Many believe that Boebert should have followed the theater's policy regardless of whether signs were posted outside or not. The controversy has snowballed into a he said she said dispute between Boebert and the theater, causing others to take sides on the matter. Regardless of which side you take, one thing is certain: Boebert was asked to leave the theater and the incident has created a sizable stir online. Regardless of whatever side you take on the situation, many people agree that it is important to follow the rules and safety procedures in place at the theater. Boebert says the situation could have been avoided had the theater posted a warning sign outside or had the employees known about their policies ahead of time. The theater's policy and Boebert's opinion on the incident have sparked a debate, with many speculating if the actress was treated fairly or not. Boebert claims she would have worn a mask if one was provided. Meanwhile, the theater says masks are required for entry and people should know this beforehand. The incident has sparked debate among the public as to whether or not punishments like this are necessary and at what point people should be held accountable for not complying with rules.